Why aren't spare tires coming in new cars anymore? And the answer to that question that they always will tell you is that people are simply not using their spare tires anymore. Welcome to Speedkast99, where I discuss car stuff and you guys make fun of me down in the comments. Case in point, my GS350 is almost 19 years old. And if you take a look at the spare tire, you can see it's absolutely brand new, not even a pebble inside, and never been used. You can see the date code is from 06 when this car was produced. Even all the jack and tools are still in their original spot. This is probably the first time this tire has ever seen daylight. However, an even bigger reason that always will tell you is that it helps to save weight. Let's say, for example, this donut and the jack and all the tools associated with saves 50 pounds. Well, it'll definitely cost you some fuel to lug around an extra 50 pounds. And if you're heavily loaded, that extra payload could definitely be used to lug around your wife's purse or your kids' diaper bags. Now, the manufacturer is also saving money by not including a spare tire and tools. Let's say it's like $100 or so per vehicle. Yeah, you're not seeing any of those savings on the cost of purchasing this vehicle. In fact, they're going to make you pay for a roadside assistance plan when you buy the vehicle. Now, most people will actually get bought into that and don't even think about changing a flat tire and feel assured that you're going to have that roadside assistance to help you out in that case. But trust me, you don't want to be waiting hours on the side of the road only for them to tow you a shop, which is now also going to take even more money for you to swap a wheel out or fix a tire. Let's do some quick math on the cost of having a donut in your trunk. So let's say my car is making 15 liters per 100 kilometers for a 4,000 pound car. Well, if I subtract off 50 pounds from that, I'll be saving about 0.2 liters per 100 kilometers or 1 liter for every 500 kilometers. At the current gas rate of 1.1 per liter, I'll be saving about $440 in fuel over a reasonable 200,000 kilometer lifetime or 10 years, which is what most people keep their vehicle at. Now, roadside assistance is about $100 a year, so at 10 years, and you subtract that off from how much you've saved, you'd be looking at a bill about $560. Now, I don't think a spare tire is going to cost you $560. If you're like me, just go to the junkyard and get a donut for like 25 bucks. Now, the even bigger issue is even if you do have a spare tire, the majority of drivers out there don't even know how to jack up their vehicle at the correct jack points and change a simple wheel. And that's assuming you can even find the lock key for the wheels. Now, in my opinion, I think checking oil and tires should be part of driver's education, at least until we get to flying cars where that's not needed anymore. So that uneducated consumer is still going to be calling that tow truck to help them either change the tire or tow them to another service shop. So we're back at square one again. Now, another unnecessary evil is those fix-a-flat kits. Not like this one, but essentially it's like a spray can that you would connect to your tire when it's flat. It would fill it up with foam, inflate it, and it would stop the leak from happening so you can at least drive home or drive to the next service center. Problem is that goo that's inside of the tire when you go to that service center has now messed up the whole entire thing, making it very difficult to clean out and makes it very difficult to balance as well. So that tire is pretty much donezo. So maybe you made it home, but at the cost of another tire that you could have easily patched if you swapped out the donut. Now, fix-a-flat kits don't work if you got a giant gash in the tire, because nothing's going to seal that. So let's say your wife or your daughter on a bright sunny day hits a curb and bends the rim or slashes the tire. Well, you're back on that tow truck again because you don't have a spare that you could have swapped out in 10 minutes. Now, spare tire maintenance is also key. As you can see, this one is kept inside the vehicle and the rubber is nice and supple. However, if you got a Jeep and it's like hanging off the back in the sunshine, the UV rays are going to start breaking that rubber down and you'll have to replace it over the lifetime of the vehicle. You should also periodically check the tire pressure. You can see I'm down to 45 and it should be at 60 according to this. Now, if you are going to be adding a spare wheel to your car, make sure you get the same diameter to match. Especially if your vehicle is all-wheel drive, you don't want to mess up the transfer case clutch, or if you're swinging it gangster style and you got big custom gold rims on there. Now, don't even get me started on run flat tires. You're not going to be going very far without damaging the rim, and they definitely ride a lot worse than regular tires. And that's my take on having spare tires in new vehicles. I think it should be mandated, or at least to become an option when you're purchasing a new vehicle because of its usefulness. Now, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me and if your car comes with a spare tire. Coincidentally, literally the morning after filming this, I get a flat tire in my driveway.